Hi, I'm Mary Beth Stapleton, Manager of Family and Community Partnerships for Hartford County Public Schools. Welcome to the Parent Academy Real Talk on Career and Technical Education, or CTE. With me today, I have two of our staff that oversee that for Hartford County Public Schools, and I'll let them introduce themselves. And I'll start with you, Mr. Limpert.
Thanks, Mary Beth. I'm Rob Limpert. I'm the supervisor of magnet and CTE programs. I've been with Hartford County for 30 years as a teacher, administrator, and now the supervisor. I also have with me Mr. Joe Connolly.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Connolly. I'm the coordinator of CTE and magnet programs for Hartford County Public Schools. This is my 18th year with Hartford County Public Schools, and I've served as a CTE teacher and administrator, and now in my current role.
Great. And Joe, which schools were you working in before you joined us here at Central Office?
Sure. So I've worked at Edgewood High School, Joppatown High School, and Fallston High School. Wow,
18 years. Thank you for that long time with our children. Lots of great work out there. So, Rob, I'm going to start with you. I noticed that we had a CTE Spirit Week this past week, right? So
yes.
It's CTE Spirit Week. And so tell us about that. What was that all about? Because I saw some neat ideas for schools to do with their children and students and families.
Yeah, Maryland State Department of Education has made February CTE month. So in partnership with MSDE, HCPS has embraced that. This past week we did Spirit Week with all of our schools, elementary, middle, and high, encouraging our staff and our students who participate in it to show their spirit to support CTE. On different days we've had different activities like dress for success, dress for your career jobs, and even our staff has fully embraced it.
Yeah, I've seen some staff and they've had like their college sweatshirts on and such for college day. So really a neat idea, a lot of fun for the schools for sure. And then thinking about that, there's an event coming up next week to continue to celebrate CTE. It's a CTE night, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely, Mary Beth. So we have a CTE night, and it's for families and students from grades 2 through 7. And really, it's going to showcase some of our programs, whether it be at magnet schools or our signature programs.
So that's next Wednesday night. I've seen February 15th.
That's correct.
And where is it again?
Sure, it's at Patterson Mill High School, Middle School, High School, and that's 6 to 8 p.m.
Nice. So we're really doing this video and this Real Talk to highlight opportunities for our students that are younger, right? So we know our high school students are right now enrolling for next year, and they're probably getting a lot of information from their schools. But when we talk to parents across the district, we hear a lot of questions around, well, what opportunities are available to my child once they leave middle school? So we've talked a lot about magnet programs, but we want to open it up a bit for CTE. So thinking about that, Rob, we'll start with you. What options are available for students in CTE? Sometimes when I speak with parents, they assume it's just Hartford Tech, right? Yeah. And so can you describe opportunities that students could have access to across the county?
Yeah, absolutely. Hartford County Public Schools offers up 40 distinct programs that are under the umbrella of career and technical education, which when you look at it, again, most families and most people will automatically think of Hartford Technical High School. Our programs serve over 7,000 high school students in Hartford County. Keeping in mind, Hartford Tech is only 1,000 of them. So that means that we are serving another 6,000 students in our comprehensive high schools. We have a variety of different programs that are out there, from culinary arts to business education to biomedical sciences to engineering to finance. Really, if there's an interest that you have besides traditional academics, CTE is your area, and we have something for you.
So how does a family figure out what their homeschool, because a lot of our students share, you know, I really want to stay in my community. I don't necessarily want to go magnet signature. And so, but want to do CTE. So if that's the situation, how do they find out about what their homeschool offers?
Yeah, there's a multitude of ways to do that. Through the hcps.org website, we have two distinct stops for families. One of them would be the magnet location, where that'll show all of our CTE magnet programs and all of the videos that we've produced to showcase and highlight the opportunities of our distinct CTE programs. Second is our career and technology education site, which really highlights and showcases our apprenticeship and our workforce investment program, which are both new to HCPS this year. So those are two online stops. Another resource obviously would be our school counselors. They would be able to really sit down with the students and go into details of the opportunities that each unique school has.
So when you say school counselors, so for example, I might, if I had a 7th grader, or an 8th grader. So middle school counselors can talk to that, Joe? Is that something that they can speak to?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The middle school counselors will be well versed in being able to describe the programs.
Okay, so if you have questions, you can look on the web, you can talk to your child's school counselor. And so thinking about that, you know, and accessing that information, when should a family start to explore these opportunities? And I know we've had some discussions here about that. So what do you think?
Yeah, as Mr. Connolly mentioned, we're targeting families starting in 2nd grade.
Wow.
So we're targeting the elementary families to get them informed. Well-informed individual making decisions as they move into middle school and into high school is what we would want.
Okay.
So it's never too early. Even during the magnet application process, our phone calls go all the way down to 5th grade parents.
Okay.
So they are having those conversations with their child to make educated, smart decisions, because these opportunities for many of us didn't exist when we were in high school, and you don't realize how many opportunities are there for the HCPS students that are just part of CTE.
Nice. So thinking about that CTE night, Joe, so a family comes and they have a 4th or a 5th grader, what happens? Do they just walk around and kind of listen to what opportunities are there?
Absolutely. So there's a couple of things they can partake in. There's a scavenger hunt, so where they can go to various tables. As they go to the various tables of the different programs, they'll certainly be able to meet with some of the specific area teachers, the CTE teachers, for all the different magnet and signature programs. As well, we'll have students on hand to also explain their experiences in the program, and then any demonstrations or PowerPoints that they may have, that will also be displayed.
Okay. And so thinking about requirements, sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge for families to understand. So for some of these CTE programs, are there some requirements outlined as far as what courses students need to have taken before they participate in CTE or things like that?
For some of the magnet programs, there are requirements, academic requirements, leaving grade 8, going into grade 9 that are in place. And those are for our traditional magnet programs such as the Science Mathematics Academy and the IB program. But all the traditional CTE programs, which would serve the majority of our students, it is open access to all of our students.
Nice.
So being successful in moving from grade 8 into grade 9 really opens up that door for those students and all those opportunities that HCPS has to offer.
Wonderful. And thinking about opportunities that HCPS has to offer, I know, Joe, when you joined us in central office, you've been working hard on apprenticeships. And I know that that's a really great opportunity for students. So could you talk for parents and families about what does that look like? What is out there for kids?
Absolutely. We're so excited about our HCPS apprenticeships. Really, the apprenticeships, Mary Beth, it's a joint partnership between the Maryland State Department of Education and the Maryland Department of Labor. And with this partnership, it creates opportunities for students to go out and get skilled jobs, and also, so they're earning, so they're getting at least minimum wage, $13.25 an hour, and they're also getting on-the-job training. And there is a curriculum piece to it as well, so they're either getting that related instruction from HCPS or they're getting that from the employer. Which is a great opportunity. It's a great resume builder. An apprenticeship really has to show a career pathway. And when we think of typical apprenticeships, someone might think of your welders, your CNC operators, your electrical field, your plumbers. However, there are many more opportunities such as IT, even pet grooming. So as far as apprenticeships, as long as there is a career progression, that is an opportunity for a student to encounter. And as we've been going out and having partnerships with businesses, it's a great opportunity because we want to give students choices, and that's what it's all about.
So thinking about, it's probably for seniors, right? Is a student is the only one that could participate, or can juniors or even sophomores?
So we have a combination of both, Mary Beth. We
Okay.
have juniors and seniors in the program currently. And the requirement is at least 16 years of age. There are some other requirements. A student would have their own transportation, be able or get transportation to and from work.
Okay.
So that is also a requirement. But juniors and seniors are the perfect time for this program. And it really depends on the company and the student's schedule. That is two things to look at. So depending on the business, there are opportunities after school to work at these skilled jobs, or perhaps on a weekend, a Saturday.
Okay.
So it all depends on the company. Certainly a student can get a bunch of hours, and because they need 450 as a requirement for the apprenticeship. But during the summer they can get a lot of hours, and I know a lot of companies are looking for that during the summer. And then as they go into their senior year, they have the ability, depending on their schedule, to have possibly a part-time schedule where that opens up more time during the school day, either a full day or a half day if a student is on waiver, depending on their educational requirements.
So in addition to the pay, does the student receive some kind of a high school credit for the work, or is it just the pay?
No, they also, it's like I said, it's a great resume builder. They will, at the completion of their hours, get a certificate from the Department of Labor. So that's considered a credential as far as Maryland, and that's excellent that they have completed the program and they get presented that. As well as a cord upon graduation.
Nice. And do they get graded for apprenticeships? Is that something that they have to do as well?
Yeah, that's a great question, Mary Beth. So yeah, there is that education component. So part of that is either myself or Mr. Matt Johnstone, who's also in our office. We will go out and check with the student at the company. The company will provide some feedback on each student apprentice. So are they following instructions? Have they been showing up to the job on time? These are all components, and they will receive a grade for that.
Nice.
And there is check-in after.
So there's accountability for
Absolutely.
that. Perfect. Very good. And thinking about that, as far as from a business perspective, if we have a community partner that's looking at this and thinking about maybe I'd like to try this, is that something they can reach out to you about?
Oh, absolutely. Certainly they could reach out to me or Mr. Johnstone. We have been working with businesses, whether it's going door to door, whether it's speaking with the Harford County Chamber of Commerce. We're out and about speaking to businesses. It's to the point where businesses are reaching out to us.
Great.
But certainly they could reach out to us. It's a 5-minute application that they would need to fill out, and we can talk about the opportunities that may be available for students at their company. Everybody's looking for workers at this point.
They are. So what a great idea to get our own children ready for the workforce here in Harford County. That's fabulous. And I see that list growing all the time when I look at it on the website. So that's congratulations. I know it's a lot of hard work.
Thank you.
And before I finish in thinking about opportunities, Rob, I didn't get a chance to touch on the Harford Youth Workforce Investment. There's another piece to this as well that we didn't highlight. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, we started a program in partnership with Harford Community College this year, which was called the Workforce Investment. It provides students who are interested in specific areas that have been highlighted in Harford and Cecil County. The Susquehanna region is demand for labor, where we are having critical shortages in employees. So with Harford Community College, we are offering non-credit options for our students, targeting juniors and seniors. In the afternoon, they basically will go to either Harford Community College, the Edgewood Library, or the center in Edgewood where the Boys and Girls Club is, the Radcliffe Center for training that Harford Community College has developed. This training is free of charge to the families. We provide transportation to the location, and it helps train our students in construction skills, office skills, warehouse and logistics. They're really targeted areas that not only do the students receive the training through Harford Community College, free of charge, but we also at the end of it partner those students up with local employers looking for employees.
Wonderful. And again, how do students enroll in that? Where do they start?
We are doing that as part of the regular enrollment process,
Okay.
which students are currently doing, or
Right.
they could reach out to my office. Ms. Sarah Paquin is the individual that oversees that program, or myself, and we'll put them in contact with give the registration process.
Wow. There are so many opportunities for our students in this county. Thank you both so much for your work every day to make sure our kids are fully prepared for college, work, and life. You really are doing a great thing, and your legacy is going to continue beyond your work with our HCPS, so thank you for that. Well, thank you, parents, for joining the Parent Academy Real Talk on CTE. We'll see you next time.